The BioShock game series sends players to various alternative realities. In the first part, the hero fights mutants and genetically modified people in the underwater city of Rapture, and in the last part, he travels in the city in the clouds, Columbia, to save the girl and prevent a war between the city's factions. An alternative reality where the kingdom plunged into chaos and destruction. The protagonist receives supernatural powers to fight the corrupt government and restore justice to the kingdom. The game takes place in Europe, in an alternative reality where the Nazis won World War II. The protagonist, a resistance member named William Blazkowicz, fights against the Nazis using various weapons and technologies. Fallout is a description of a post-apocalyptic alternative reality after a nuclear war, where the player fights for survival, in a world where everything has become radically different from the usual. The Metro game series takes players to an alternative reality after a nuclear war, where people are forced to live in the Metro, avoiding radiation and mutants. In the first part, Metro 2033, the player fights against mutants and other dangers in Moscow. In Metro Exodus, the player embarks on a journey through Russia, exploring different locations and fighting new threats. The player is in a future where Titan Mech technology exists that can be controlled. The player plays as a pilot who controls a Titan and fights other Titans and pilots in epic battles. Immersion in the alternative reality of the zone after the disaster, where the player fights for survival, fighting mutants and other dangers.
Died in an anomaly, shot by loners, found with a stone around his neck, thrown off a cliff, torn apart by dogs.
The player is in Night City in the year 2077, where technology has entered everyday life. But the world is also in chaos due to corruption and crime. The player plays as a hired bounty hunter who is trying to survive in a dangerous world full of cyber implants, mafia and corporations. The player is in a post-apocalyptic world where he plays as a ranger who fights against gangs and mutants. The player uses weapons and abilities to fight enemies and explore different areas of the world. The player is in the Soviet Union in an alternative reality where robots and other technologies exist. The player must explore a mysterious world and fight robots that have become uncontrollable. Immerse yourself in the amazing world of alternative reality and experience all its dangers and possibilities with these exciting shooters. Let us know what games you liked and which alternative world you would like to explore next. Thanks for watching.